The trial of Donald Trump sent shockwaves through the nation as the former president faced charges related to hush money payments made during his 2016 campaign. The case, centered around alleged campaign finance violations, carried significant weight, potentially reshaping public perception of Trump and influencing the future of American politics. At stake was not only Trump's legacy, but also the very principles of accountability and the rule of law in the highest office. The courtroom became a battleground for differing narratives, each side presenting its version of events. The outcome of the trial promised to have far-reaching consequences, regardless of the verdict. The eyes of the nation, and indeed the world, were fixed on the proceedings, eager to witness the unfolding drama and understand its implications. The trial was not just about legal technicalities. It was about power, influence, and the potential abuse thereof. It raised fundamental questions about the limits of presidential authority and the consequences of exceeding those limits. The verdict, whatever it might be, would reverberate through the halls of justice and the corridors of power for years to come. The trial served as a stark reminder that no one, not even a former president, is above the law. It underscored the importance of a system where everyone is held accountable for their actions, regardless of their status or position. The outcome promised to shape the political landscape for the foreseeable future, leaving an indelible mark on American history. The prosecution meticulously laid out its case, alleging that Trump had orchestrated a scheme to silence adult film star Stormy Daniels, who claimed to have had an affair with him. They presented evidence of hush money payments made through intermediaries, including Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen. The prosecution argued that these payments, made in the final weeks of the 2016 campaign, constituted illegal campaign contributions, exceeding legal limits and violating campaign finance laws. The prosecution sought to establish a direct link between Trump and the payments, presenting financial records and communications that pointed to his involvement. They argued that Trump's actions were motivated by a desire to protect his image and avoid a scandal that could damage his campaign. The prosecution painted a picture of a calculated attempt to influence the election through illegal means, undermining the integrity of the democratic process. Central to the prosecution's case was the testimony of Michael Cohen, who provided first-hand accounts of the alleged scheme. Cohen, once a loyal fixer for Trump, turned against his former boss, detailing their conversations and actions related to the hush money payments. His testimony, while challenged by the defense, provided crucial insights into the alleged conspiracy and the motivations behind it. The prosecution's case rested on the premise that Trump had abused his power and influence for personal gain, violating campaign finance laws in the process. They sought to convince the jury that Trump's actions were not merely a private matter, but a deliberate attempt to undermine the electoral system for his benefit, striking at the heart of American democracy. Trump's legal team mounted a vigorous defense, vehemently denying the allegations and portraying Trump as a victim of extortion. They argued that the payments to Stormy Daniels were not campaign-related, but rather an attempt to protect Trump's family from false and damaging accusations. The defense maintained that Trump had no knowledge of the specifics of the payments, claiming that Cohen had acted independently and without Trump's authorization. The defense challenged the credibility of Michael Cohen, portraying him as a disgruntled former employee seeking revenge and a reduced prison sentence. They highlighted inconsistencies in Cohen's testimony and pointed to his history of lying and financial crimes. The defense argued that Cohen's word could not be trusted and that his testimony was motivated by self-preservation, not truth. Trump's lawyers sought to shift the focus away from Trump and onto Cohen, portraying him as the mastermind behind the alleged scheme. They argued that Cohen had acted out of self-interest, using his association with Trump for personal gain. The defense maintained that Trump was unaware of Cohen's actions and should not be held responsible for them. The defense's strategy relied on discrediting the prosecution's key witness and presenting an alternative narrative that painted Trump as a victim of circumstance, not a perpetrator of crimes. They sought to raise reasonable doubt in the minds of the jurors, emphasizing the lack of direct evidence linking Trump to the alleged wrongdoing. The nation held its breath as the jury delivered its verdict, finding Trump